Hey, how y'all doing? So it's Tuesday, the 25th of February, 2025, and finally, after so long, Kathleen Kennedy may be stepping away from Lucasfilm. After destroying everything that George Lucas created, well, George Lucas and his team created, not her, she was getting coffee. Finally, this woman said, or somebody's convinced her to say, I'm leaving at the end of the year. Now, last year I heard she wanted to go out on a high note. And as far as I can tell, with Star Wars, there will be no high notes. There's nothing left. Like, of everything she's done, one thing was decent for a brief moment. Mandalorian was good for the first season. Okay, I'll give it that. Totally can't take it away from. But everything after has been bad. Every single thing. The Force Awakens was what you. It got me. I'm not gonna lie, it got me. I was very pulled in by the nostalgia and didn't even pay attention to the fact they killed Han Solo and they was never going to be able to have all three of them in the movie together at the same time again. So yeah, the Force Awakens sucked ass. Uh, then we have the new fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, and which totally contradicts the last fight between in New Hope between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. So there's another screw up. We have the Mary Sue Ray. I don't have much to say about the Bad Batch because I didn't see it. So, uh, Clone Wars was good, but then you had Rebels, which it wasn't good, but it was okay, I guess. But it wasn't good. It was okay. It was watchable. The very boring Ahsoka Tano series, boring as hell. The little girl who can hide under a cloak in the Obi-Wan series in front of millions. So finally, after hiring terrible people to do the job of directing, writing, just don't forget about the Acolyte. The Acolyte, guys. Remember the Acolyte. Don't ever let that one slide out of your head, of the space lesbian witches. Written by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant and starring her wife. What was that? 180, $200 million. Then there's Willow, which they totally trashed. Good movie. Seen it when I was like 10, something like that. And I like that movie. Val Kilmer, the hot chick that plays Saoirse that he ended up marrying, even Warwick Davis. Good movie. And the little girl is probably the best actor I've ever seen in my whole life. I mean, she hit every cue. That as a baby. So they totally trashed that. And trashed it so bad they had to remove it from Disney Plus because it was so fucking bad. Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy. Then we have Indiana Jones. Let's turn Indiana Jones into a crotchety old man who pretty much just wants to die or stay or ruin the past, which wouldn't be an Indiana Jones thing. But and let's have some broad come and punch him in the mouth. Let's kill off his son. Let's have his wife leave him. So, which is pretty much the same thing with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker got screwed even harder because he just became an old man sitting on a planet with drinking green cow milk or green monster milk. Like it was a whole damn disaster there. So she pretty much crapped on anything that he had made, everything, to replace it with Ray, Finn, totally misused Finn, Poe, BB-8. This was Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars, and now Star Wars that it's making less now than it made when it wasn't doing nothing. When there was no movies, only books coming out, maybe a video game once in a while, and that's what we had, and it was still more popular then. Now you can't do a Star Wars project and think it's going to and be sure it's going to make money. That's just how it is now. Finally, Kathleen Kennedy will be, hopefully. I don't know. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's still a rumor because we heard this a billion times. She should be stepping. She's supposed to be stepping down at the end of the year, hopefully sooner. But where we're at right now is waiting to see what happens. And yes, I'm rocking the Affiliate 3. This is pretty much belts to ass. This is pretty much what this means. Like BTA. Thank y'all for being here. Go Birds. And I'll catch you on the next one.